All right. Good morning, motherfuckers. I am now leaving the gym. Damn, bro, wait. With your bitch ass. Here's the thing. I had a customer the other day, and there was a dude that ran the red light, like, ridiculously late. Like, he definitely could have hurt somebody. And my passenger was, like, in a rush to go nowhere. And I'm like, bro, we're in a parking lot of Planet Fitness and Dollar Tree. What the fuck are you in a rush for? If you don't get your bitch ass on, bro. So I hate motherfuckers like that. But anyways, good morning. It is a beautiful day well, I'm in the valley, but going back to Los Angeles. It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles. It's nice and gloomy, fucking finally. I don't want the rain, but I definitely want the gloom to stay because I'm tired of the sun. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of it. We get the sun fucking 11 out of 12 months, bro. Now, I don't think I can live in a place like Seattle. Honestly, even living in Oakland was a little bit tough because they do get a decent amount of like gloom out there and shit like that. But no, bro, I can't do this. I can't do the sun for like every fucking day. Like, I need some clouds. I need some gloom. I don't know why, but I've always been that way. I just like colder weather a lot more. Maybe because I'm from the desert and shit, but yeah, bro, I ain't putting up with this. I'm not putting up with the sun 24/7, bro. Like, absolutely not. So it's a beautiful day. Yesterday, I met with a PR person, a public relations person, and I got some great feedback, man. I'm really excited. You know, we're looking into different strategies of funding as well outside of the PR. But just looking at everything, man, it's like, I think I put so much pressure on making things perfect, like a lot of people. Ironically, I think artistically, I've learned how to like kind of meet myself where I'm at artistically. So making the art doesn't take forever anymore. Honestly, like, I recorded for the first time in like 6 months just the other day. And I was kind of telling my engineer, I'm like, man, like, I haven't recorded in so long. I might be a little rusty, like whatever the case may be. So, you know, I might take a couple takes or whatever. But honestly, I went in there and I did 2 verses. I did both of them one take, like no punch-ins, but I did take like 2 or 3 different tries at it. But it didn't take that long. I was surprised. I was like, damn, I actually don't need like all the time in the world to kind of get through my artistry anymore because I've just been practicing it for so long. So I'm learning how to kind of like meet myself where I'm at, not be too much of a perfectionist. Obviously, you want your things to be right, but you know, with that being said, though, I'm trying to like find that balance now within like the release and the marketing and stuff like that. You know, because at the end of the day, we only get to release our art, our music once. Now, you could re-release and things like that. There are different strategies, but I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you get to release this thing once, and it's gonna last in the metadata or whatever forever. Like, we still play Thriller now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the power of art. That's the power of music. That's the beauty of music, is that like this shit really does last forever, and you really don't know where it can go, right? Like, we all have an idea. We might have strategies. We might have a target audience in mind. We might see certain trends, you know, trends like TikTok trends, whatever that people do, but you also might see a certain pattern or a certain trend when it comes to like your audience. And so all these things can come into account, and they should be taken account of, but you really don't know what the fuck can happen. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who's tuning in. You don't know who the art is going to impact, where it's going to go, how far it's going to reach. Just the other day, I think Rihanna, I think it was Rihanna. Yeah, I think Rihanna like reposted one of my homies, and then her fucking views went crazy up. Like, you don't know who's watching. You don't know what's can actually happen. So for me, I'm trying to meet, you know, we're planning out the next rollout for the next album and things like that. I'm trying to make it as perfect as I can, but also understanding like it's not gonna be perfect, and I don't have an unlimited budget anyways, so I can only take what I can. But yesterday was definitely a progressive step in this path. Like I said, the PR person, shout out to Dream Girl Digital, based out of Las Vegas, I believe she is. Her name's Imani, the person that helps run it, or is the lead and owner of it. And yeah, man, we trying to get it right. So just finding a balance within the rollout and things like that. But regardless, I mean, the music is coming out, and that's the most important part. So we're gonna see. All right, let me check the fucking chat now that I'm stuck in traffic. Yo, bro, what's up? A-Rav Kumar. Remember me? It's A-Rav Kumar. I joined this live before. You're right. I appreciate you. What's good, Maisha? What's happening? How you doing? Maisha, I see you working. I see you been posting a lot more reels and different things like that. I love that you're putting yourself out there more, man. I'm always gonna encourage you and ride for you to keep on going on with your journey, man. So that's crazy you're in my chat right now, though. Buster Cheeks, what's the point of even releasing music now? AI just hit #1. The point of releasing music, or let me just address the AI first. Let me address the AI thing first. As great as, or as talented, or as accurate, or as vibey, you know what I'm saying, as AI can make art and make music, AI will never have the one thing that humans have, which is the soul. Like, AI can be good, it'll never hit your soul. It'll never connect to your spirit. It'll never move you like that. So the importance of releasing music now is still like, music specifically, more than any other platform. Music is what feelings sound like. Like, music is that powerful. And I'm sure like there's great AI songs. I've heard some AI songs and like they make sense. Like, it's good music, I guess, but it'll never attack the spirit and the soul the way a Nas verse will, or the way a Timbaland beat will, or the way, these different interludes that we be doing. Like, it's different, man. So there's a lot of reasons to still release music, for sure. I'm hardly worried about live performances nowadays. I would agree. Live performances are a lot more, no one has their microphone on and things like that. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this, because I'm in hip hop, right? I'm a rapper. I'm in the hip hop realm. And the audience, I was talking about this, I think, yesterday on my way to my meeting, like on my live stream. Like, the audience wants real music now. The audience wants bars. The audience wants depth. The audience wants music with deeper meaning and content. Like, the audience wants these things now. You look at Killer Mike, released a whole album of like real raps and real bars and shit like that, won 3 Grammys. Doechii, the lead singer, I say this all the time, the lead single for that Grammy Award winning album is a boom bap centric song that has no hook. That lets you know right then and there where hip hop and where the audience of hip hop is going. Like, the audience wants real rap again. So as far as live performances, the audience wants that too. The audience is gonna call out when you don't have the microphone on. So that's just basically where it's at. Let me see what else y'all talking about. Elroy, my neighbor keeps popping in Walmart bags and throwing them in my yard. Elroy, you need to fight your neighbor. I think violence is the answer. I think sometimes you need to beat someone's ass. I think that not enough people have gotten their ass whipped. I think not enough people have seen a put on. I think not enough people can understand the repercussions. It's why I love Oakland. Because in Oakland, they will beat your motherfucking ass for doing some stupid shit. And I fully support that. So Elroy, fight your neighbor. So for maybe music enthusiasts, yes, there's definitely a lot of reasons to release music specifically for music enthusiasts, for sure. We definitely need to do that. Right, I believe music is only good performed live, really now. I don't even want to release that on my music. I want people to have to go see it live. Well, I think it's important to do both. You know what I mean? Like, people want, if they go to your show, and I don't know, like, the audience, I don't know the type of music you make, I don't know the audience that you have right now, but if they go to your show, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna want to hear their favorite song later on in the car and things like that. Like, having actual music out is the main point, because they want to play this shit throughout their day, when they're getting ready to go to work, when they're on their way to work, when they're they're sharing music with their friends, when they want to dedicate a song to their girlfriend, whatever. Like, it's way more important. The live performance aspect is very real and very important too, but I see them as different. Like, there's some great recording artists that can't perform, and there's some great performing artists that can't really record a great song. I say it all the time, like, battle rappers are amazing. They cannot make a good song. They just don't understand song structure, progression, different things like that most of the time, because their headspace has been focused on their live performance so much. And same applies, you know, for the inverse of that. Like, a lot of great recording artists don't know how to perform live, because recording is perfecting a moment and performing is creating a moment. That's an Erykah Badu quote. And not a lot of people understand that balance. Like, performing live is such a vulnerable space, and you only get one chance at it. And 9 times out of 10, every single show that you do, you're gonna have at least somebody in the crowd that has never seen you before. So, you know, there's space for both, but I definitely highly recommend trying to perfect both, honestly. Caramel, self-driving car. It is not a self-driving car. I'm definitely driving. I'm just like, I live in LA, so there's traffic. So I'm going, how fast am I going? I'm going 10 miles an hour right now, so it's not hard to like drive and also still be on my chat and shit like that. But no, man, like I was saying, man, like, trying to find that balance really within this next release, because there's so many things to keep in mind, and there's so much work that has to be done for this release, and the momentum, building the momentum before the release, and then of course keeping the momentum following up and staying consistent and thinking about just different, like, all these big and small things, man. That's what we kind of like talked about, what it really comes down to, of consistency within like how often you post or whatever, but also consistency within your branding. Like, we're talking about fonts, we're talking about color palettes, we're talking about what platforms am I trying to get to maintain this audience. Like, there's so many things to keep into account. And honestly, the biggest like stress for me and like a lot of other artists or a lot of other people that just inquire on PR work, on PR services, is budget. Honestly, where I'm like, okay, I can invest more for the planning of this thing, but at a certain point, you have to invest also into the performance of this thing. So, figuring out a lot. Obviously, I'm fresh off of this meeting from yesterday, and I've been busy, so I haven't really gotten a chance to really sit down and hash things out. That's what I will be doing today for sure, before I go to work. But yeah, man, we're figuring it out. Christopher Keys, hello, my guy. Good morning to you. Good morning to you too, Christopher Keys. That's a fire-ass last name, Christopher Keys. Is that your real last name, Christopher Keys? Is your real name Christopher Keys? I like my name, but Christopher Keys is that's a great fucking name. Do you play the key? Do you play anything? Are you musically talented, Christopher Keys? Do you play the keys? But yeah, man. So we gonna figure it out. But honestly, shout out. Here's the thing. Here's my criteria that I've realized now, having met with so many marketing people, PR people, digital public relations people, digital marketing people, is like, every PR does different things. Like, they really do. One, they have different capabilities. They have different Rolodex. They have different skill sets. They have different interests, fields of interest, different things they specialize in. But for me, and what's really attracted me to working with this group and this person, Dream Grow Digital, honestly, for me, my criteria kind of came down to a few things. One is being a little bit closer to my age. I felt like, I'm 30 years old, and just going over analytics, my audience is 56%. 56% of my audience are between the ages of 25 and 34. So I'm right in the middle of that, right? And so is my audience. So my audience relates to me and where I'm at and my point in life a lot more. So I need someone who also can understand that. Like, what's going on now, like how to be like a very fully developed, fully frontal lobe developed younger, I'm an adult. Like, I'm not a young adult, but I'm grown as shit, but I'm not like old. So just understanding like, how do I navigate this space within the music scene today, So it's important to like be around the same age. So that's one. Two, obviously understanding hip hop, understanding marketing for a hip hop artist in today's climate. Specifically within my artistry of like, I'm a lyricist, bro. I'm a storyteller. I'm a lyricist. I'm jiggy. I'm wavy. I'm from the West Coast. Like all these different things. And that's kind of like what tends to come out into my music, like on some hood shit, on some vibey shit, on some introspective shit, on some flirty pretty boy shit. So someone that can understand like what I be coming from, like, you know what I mean, like what I be trying to get off with. And honestly, three, I think the most important thing for me, honestly, is like, do you really do this? Like, is this what your main focus, main dedication actually is? One, do you have the availability for me? Because a lot of people just have their headspace in so many different ways. Whether it's, hey, yes, I am a PR, this is my main thing, but I have 50 clients and you're gonna be the 51st client and I just don't have all the time in the world to respond to you. Like, customer service is very important to me. So, you know, I demand like a lot of attention, honestly. So that's one thing, but also availability and concentration in terms of like, bro, I've worked with a lot of marketing people, managers, labels, and these A&Rs, these managers, these marketing people, these business people, they also want to be fucking artists themselves now. Like, they want to be the recording artist and the producer and shit now, and it's like, no, like, that's a conflict of interest, one, but two, you're going to focus on your artistry getting off first. I don't want that. And I just don't want to feel like that. I don't want to have to be worried about that. I want you to focus on my shit. Your job is to get my shit on a bigger platform across a wider range of audience to perform better. Like, that is your job. Your job is not about getting you to that wider range of audience or bigger platform. Your job is to get me there. So, you know, honestly, like, you know, people, especially in LA, man, there's this big notion of like, you don't have to be one thing, you don't have to be put in a box, and it's true, you don't have to, for sure. I don't know how well you'll be at all of these other things if you think that you could do all these things at the same time, but go ahead. For me, it's music, because music requires so much already. There's first of all, I produce and rap, and I write for other artists too, but I mainly produce and rap. I rap first and I'm a producer second, for sure. But bro, those sessions already take long as it is. It already takes time, headspace, energy, money to make the art. Then you have to learn how to craft this and now communicate it to a audience. This is all within the realm of just music. This takes so much, bro. Now, do I model as well? Yeah, every now and then. Am I interested in fashion and clothing? Absolutely, cool. But those are side hustles. Like, whatever I do in fashion, whatever I do in modeling, you know, looking into some skincare and the fragrance, you know, kind of like industry and different things like that. Like, those are all side hustles. Like, those are not my main, and I let it be known, like, this is not my main thing, bro. Like, music has always been my main platform. This is always my main vehicle of my mission, of my passion, of my purpose. Like, I really think God blessed me with music, like, and blessed me in the industry to where, you know, people kind of ask, oh, you know, you get to know girls and, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to get to know somebody better and stuff like that. And they're like, okay, so what do you see yourself 50 years, da-da-da? And I'm like, I'm still doing music in 50 years from now. Like, my job, my career doesn't come with a retirement plan. I'm not planning on retiring. I don't ever see myself not making music, ever. I've always made music my whole life. So, you know, just keep into account, like, all these types of things, man. Like, music is my main thing and it takes so much. So I kind of require my team, whoever I'm investing in, to also be as involved in their thing that much as well. Like, if you're a PR person, if you're a marketer, I want you to like want to be the best that you can be in that field. Like, for real. Like, I'm grinding my ass off. I'm putting my whole life into this. And it's not that no one's forcing me to. I'm not complaining about it. Like, I love this shit. I want to put my whole life into this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my heart and soul. But I need someone who does the same or feels the same way in their field. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to play their position. I'm a full believer in that. Everybody has to play the position. When I'm producing somebody, I'm not imposing my will as a recording artist on them. I'm not being like, well, I would have done this as a recording artist. I'm not doing that. I'm a producer. I know my fucking role. Shut the fuck up and let the recording artist do the magic. Everybody has to play the role. So, you know, a PR person, you would really have to be a PR person, not a PR person that likes to do X, Y, and Z on the side. Like, you know, have hobbies, have your own life, but you gotta fucking dedicate to this shit. In order, at least for me, like in order to work with me, that's what it has to be. And then honestly, the fourth one for me, as far as like picking a PR person, the fourth criteria is being an independent company. You know, if you're an independent contractor, if you have your own LLC, you know, we could work on, you know, contracts together and things like that. I'm fully open to that. But I think that when you are investing in yourself, one, that says a lot about your belief in your product or in your services, but two, it also does tell me that like you're more accessible to me. One, you're probably going to be a lot cheaper, because if you work for a corporate level PR agency or whatever, you don't run this thing. You're working for them. They have to get paid from your services as well, which means whatever I'm paying is what's going to pay them and you. That's going to be a lot more. Whereas if you're an independent company, even if you have maybe some interns working for you or whatever, you're the big dog. I'm talking to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dealing with the intern. The intern is doing the behind the scenes work, you know, the desk work. Like, no, but I want to, this is your company. I want to talk to you. I want you to have your hands on this, because now you're invested. You have to be. Your name is attached to this. Your company's whole name is attached to this. It's not like a job where you're like, oh, I'm not really feeling it, I'm gonna leave. Like, no, this is your company. You're not leaving this. So I feel like when you have that type of investment, I can maximize that. But also, again, it also just happens to be a lot cheaper because you're independent, bro. Like, you need clientele. You need consistent income. You're more than willing. You're probably more willing to like work out deals and things like that. Not that I ever asked for the homie discount, but you're probably more willing to try to figure out how this can work for both of us. And you're gonna put your heart and soul into it, because as an entrepreneur myself, as an independent person myself, as an independent business person myself, like, you really understand, like, I am the company. Like, if I'm not showing up early, staying late, going the extra mile, all this type of shit, they're not gonna fuck with me. Like, they could just move on to somebody else. So, and I don't want them to move on to somebody else. So I need to go ahead and, like, you know, go above and beyond. So yeah, man, I felt like for the most part, those tend to be the criterias that I have when I'm looking for the people that I work with, specifically within the PR and marketing realm. And, you know, this person fulfills that. It still comes with a cost, of course, because she deserves to get paid for sure. But, you know, trying to figure out all that type of shit, man. But that's where we at. That's where my mind's at today, you know, fresh off of the PR meeting from yesterday. Like I said, man, it was a 45-minute fucking. Also, yes, I am definitely using my knee to drive when I'm like driving straight. How strong you? I'm very strong. I just left the gym. But no, yesterday's PR meeting, man, it was a 45-minute consultation meeting, right? So she did the audit, sent me the feedback for the audit, was like, okay, I see this, you could do more of this, you could, you know, whatever, little quick fixes, little overview kind of thing. And then that was, you know, leading up to the actual meeting, the consultation meeting. It was 45 minutes, dog. Because she said from the jump, she was like, okay, how do you want to do this? Do you want to go over the overview together and then, you know, ask questions along the way? Or do you just want to get into your questions? And I'm like, dog, I have a laundry list of questions, so we could just get into it. Those 45 minutes, the entire time, was dedicated to me asking a question and her answering it. Like, it was deep. There was no time wasted. There was no like, okay, so how you doing? Well, I don't know. Well, let's think about that. Like, it was Yo, so you said this. What do you mean by that? What are your ideas in this? Okay, cool. Okay, so then in this part you said this. What do you suggest? Okay, in this part, what do you suggest? You know, so it was no games. It was no games in that meeting at all. And I appreciate that she's like on point. So I mean, obviously, needless to say, I'm probably gonna roll with her for this rollout for my album. But it's deep, bro. Like this shit gets deep, bruh. That shit gets deep. Also, I need to stop eating a big ass meal before my fucking workouts because, yeah, I was super bloated in that fucking workout. I need to eat like an apple or banana before my workouts, but this shit ain't. Yeah, doing this, it ain't it. It ain't it. Okay, y'all. I'm looking for parking now at home. And ranting on for 25 minutes straight. I usually don't rant like that. Ranting on for 25 minutes straight has gotten me even more tired. And damn, bro, it took long as fuck to get home now. What the fuck? I'm not like behind, because I do have time today, but fuck, I hate like being behind schedule, even when my schedule is a little bit more loose and shit. Also, I might take, no, I need to save money. Let me eat at home. I was gonna say I could probably eat out, but my favorite cafe's next door, but we'll see. But all right, y'all. Per usual, I appreciate y'all so much. Hold on, let me park so I can look y'all in the motherfucking eyes. All right, cool. All right. It's the big Groove Wop. Blessings to you all. I love you. I appreciate you. My name is Groovyie. I'm from Fontana, California. I'm a recording artist, a hip-hop recording artist, a rapper, I'm all that, and a producer, and a songwriter, but mostly rap and produce. From Fontana, California. Currently living in Los Angeles, California. I have music. My call to action. Go listen to the fucking music on Spotify. Get my numbers up. I just put out a beat tape called Plush 2. The first Plush 1, was a rap tape. You also listen to that. But I put out a beat tape called Plush 2. It's beautiful. It's R&B, soul, neo-soul, hip-hop centric. Indie influence too. So check that out. And stay tuned, man. For those that have not subscribed or don't follow me on Spotify or don't follow me on TikTok or Instagram, go ahead and do that because we are starting. Like I said, we meeting with PR people, we meeting with marketing people, we getting everything together, the budget, all the stuff. And we are this close to fucking rollout. We are this close to rolling out the next album. And this first single, bro, this lead single is the greatest song that I have ever made. Look at my fucking face when I say that. This is the greatest song I've ever made. The music video is the best music video I've ever made so far. Everything about it. The photo shoots are the best. Like, everything is literally the best that I've ever done so far, bro. I'm so proud of it. And yeah, I really, this is what's going to connect with my audience. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all me. Like, this is the most vulnerable, the most open, the most honest I've ever been in my art. So, yeah, man. Stay tuned. Obviously, like, subscribe, share, all that bullshit. If you haven't yet. Everything has the same tagline at Groovyie, 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 all that shit. Hit me up. I do answer all my DMs. I do respond. So go ahead and hit me up. But I love y'all. See y'all soon.